Hello again everyone, and welcome back to another speed build from Heartlands Zoo. Today we'll be working on a train station that's right behind Canopy Cove. If you have not checked out Canopy Cove speed build, do check it out. I'm gonna put a link in the corner over there. But yeah, we're working on a train station today, so it's gonna be like a matching train station. It will have a glass roofing, and we're going with the same brown theme wood that we that we used in Canopy Cove. So I tried to make it less like not squared, I guess. So you can see me, trying to work the pieces, and I was thinking, oh, maybe I should cover up that path. But I think it was proving to be more difficult on the other side with that queue, and I wasn't sure how do I go about building the wall. So yeah, you see me deleting it, and then we're here doing this, and I actually liked this idea, but I couldn't get it to fit well. I think it's because the train and the dimensions of it, and when you're using the grid to place all your pieces, it not necessarily fits all the time. And so it was just proving to be a lot of work. and yeah, so there's that odd gap there, and I was like, oh, I could cover it up, I suppose. But then I think I also didn't like that because it felt a bit closed off from the train station, like everything is just hidden away. And how do I replicate that airiness again that we had with Canopy Cove? So instead of windows, I'm using these columns instead, and here's where I face a bit of difficulty. So the columns are actually, or rather the train station is not straight, so it's tilted at an angle, and because of this, it's really hard for me to use all these pieces and then just drag them across. I literally have to manually tilt each one of them, but we get there. I mean, it still may not be straight, but it looks fine in the game, so I mean, I'm not picky about it. Over here, working to design the what decoration, I would say. Yeah, the decoration for the train station. So it's gonna house a sign that says Africa. Once again, this is a train station in my Africa section, so I obviously wanted to decorate it to fit the theme. And so when I upload this to the workshop, it will definitely say Africa themed. And yeah, you see me zooming back there only because I thought I could step back and see, but I couldn't. And here's where we start with the Africa sign, and I realized, okay, this is gonna be difficult, right? Because the train station is not straight. So what do? I bring it out, right? And I think this is something I've bared in mind for future builds. If something is not straight and I really need pieces to fit together, well, then I should just take it outside of the building, set it up, put it all together, and then move it in. And then I think it'll fit much nicer. Yeah, so I tried to use that wooden decoration, but it didn't work. I couldn't get it. It was too small, rather. So we went with this brown panel instead, and kind of kept with this same color scheme. And yeah, so we're putting in the Africa sign once again, taking a look around just to see if I like it. And then I thought, I think we need to border this section up, because guests technically could just walk there if they wanted to, if there's just like a real station. So I just wanted to separate the platform and the decoration section. So yeah, we're just using the Africa fence. I think I feel like if I use not the custom, but like the default fences they gave in the game, such as from the various themes, I feel like it kind of saves on the amount of pieces, and I think that's really good, especially because my laptop is, well, whilst it is a gaming laptop, I don't think it could handle that many pieces in the zoo. So yeah, I'm just trying to, I mean, I think it will look nice with custom fences, but I'm just trying to save my PC or my laptop from processing too much. Yeah, so we're just adding a bit more African decoration, put a bit pots here and there, And I think get the percussions out, looking at it from the top. Is it centered? No, not really. So I had to shift everything in, and yeah, just moving it slightly to the left. And now we're working on the roof, and I thought, why not use the columns that I used for the roof? So if I tilt it at a slight angle and then carried it on, maybe it'll look really good. And whilst I like this idea for roofing, it does not work for this train station, unfortunately. So I took a step back over there, looking at Canopy Cove again and how I did that roof, and seeing, okay, should I replicate that roof again? But I didn't want to copy it, right? Because I wanted this train station to match Canopy Cove but also be on its own. And you know, if the back over there was straight, like a simple rectangle shaped building, I could have made the pitch roof, but unfortunately not. And so in the end, we go with these glass house pieces, and I think it was a much better idea as well. However, here is where I faced another issue that, whilst my windows, my roofing I mean, is straight, my panels here are not, so I go back in and edit it. Alright, so now we're working with the roof again. So I do pick out that glass roof piece. This is the one from the classic theme, if I'm not wrong. It's the glass house pieces. I thought it would look nicer, I think, than the modern ones. And then you can see I was really adamant on using those planks as part of this build. But yeah, once again, I don't know how I would flush it with the glass roof, right? So we just delete it later eventually, and then I go back to deleting that, and I was like, okay, what if we take a flat piece, put it there, and you know, I realized, there's this corner curved piece, so let's use that. But then I was like, okay, wait, one side is cornered, like curved, the other side is a square at the corner, and I was like, what do I do? And I didn't realize it till like now, I guess, in this like right at this point, there's a square cornered piece for those. So I was really happy that, you know, this issue is solved with the roof. I could actually build the whole roof just with glass house pieces. But then we do face another issue though. So even though we solved one, another one came up. The next issue is, you see there's that gap in between the paneling, and I couldn't get it to flash right well with each other. So I thought we need to at least make it even. Then if I couldn't get it to be, you know, fully flushed with one another, we make it even and we create the gap. So yeah, I'm just recoloring all of this, and then, you know, whilst we solve that issue, this is the next issue. The gap, right? What do we do with the gap? And I was thinking, okay, is there anything I could use, like any pieces? I typed in metal. I was like seeing, is there like a metal piece I could use to replicate and cover that? And I was like, okay, how about these poles? The white ones were like, I think it was just a bit too jarring, maybe, or too contrasting. I didn't want it to stand out, so I was like, okay, let's go with my favorite Planet Zoo column planks. But I realized it was really hard to get it to curve here. Yeah, so building curved structures out of straight structures is so hard. And you see, I tried so many times. I was like, okay, how do I curve this? And we don't have ones that are shorter than 2 meters. So okay, get rid of that. How about bamboo? And then I think, which piece is it that I use? I guess we go back with the same piece, and instead I just connect it like that across, you know, so it kind of makes sense that the two are stuck to each other, they're not separate. It was the best I could do, and I think it's like, you know, knowing when to switch it up, I guess, with what you're doing, and see if is there any other way. And you just see me here doing the grass, because it doesn't make sense. It was in the tracks, and I just decorating the columns, or rather the entrance for the train with columns. And I think I was seeing if I could put something there, but I think I put nothing in the end. And then here we go to do the path, and I thought, okay, let's keep everything outdoors. Too bad the visitors will have to use umbrellas if it rains. And then we use my favorite paneling again and we create a fence. And this is relatively easy, I would say. Like, this was like one of the easiest parts of this whole speed build, just plopping fences down. The only thing was I realized that whilst I was doing the queue, the path was actually not centered between the two fences, and I could technically have used a 4-meter path, but it would have been too big, you know, when and like at this portion here, and then I would have to redo everything over here. So I decided, okay, never mind, I will just, you know, stick to the 3-meter path. I guess it's like knowing when to pick your battles kind of thing, you know, like if I have to go through so much more work to do it, I think I'd rather just take the easy way out sometimes. So instead I centered the path. And yeah, I didn't connect it yet because silly me thought that, you know, the vendors would be there forever, or they would walk off and I would have an extra vendor, but I didn't realize those vendors there, or like those staff that don't count, I think. I could be wrong, so please let me know if I am wrong. But yeah, we're just doing this curved part. Rather than doing a curve individually, I decided I'll just crisscross it, make it angled instead. And then we just delete the extra pieces, and then I think maybe at some point I do shift that piece again. You see, I was zooming back into Canopy Cove just to see from Canopy Cove how did it look like. It was like a really fast view though. Over here, just creating a CU sign when people leave this place. So yeah, we're just gonna put it at the exit, or rather of where the train, you know, leaves from. So, although in hindsight, I'm thinking if I should change the queue now, because maybe it's better. But oh, here we are. We're at the final screen video section. So this is how it looks like. Obviously, the train's not moving. I don't have it running yet, but this is how it would look like. So just this shell will be on the workshop, not the queue path that I did. But I thought I'd just leave it in and show you guys how it looks like. And yeah, close up of the sign and how the sun sets, not sets, but the shadows from the sun when you are in this building. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!